Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we have some interesting news concerning some core updates with MiSTer. More specifically, what I wanted to look at today was checking out the Sega Game Gear experimental core that's built within Sega Master System. Essentially, the Game Gear was a portable Sega Master System, so I'm really curious. I want to check that out. So we're going to peep out some gameplay with that in a moment. But before we do that, we're going to go over some of these updates, talk about it for a moment. But what I wanted to point out is this is posted on the Retro RGB website. Smoke Monster contributes to articles and stuff like that. Smoke Monster is one of the best sources of news concerning MiSTer, so definitely peep out retrorgb.com for Smoke Monster's articles that he puts up, and also jump over to his YouTube channel and see all the crazy stuff he talks about concerning MiSTer and a lot of other cool stuff. He's really deep into the world of retro gaming, so worth checking out. If you've never heard of Smoke Monster, I don't know what to tell you, man. Awesome dude. EverDrive packs, you guys know what I'm talking about, so definitely peep him out. But let's check out his article real quick. So a big rounds of MiSTer Core updates went out over the weekend. The most important is the addition of iJor. I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly. I always screw things up, but whatever. My bad. iJor's cycle-accurate Motorola 68000 softcore to the Genesis core as expected, as well as addition of the Sega Game Gear support to the Sega Master System core and official Famicom Disk System support added into the NES core. That is pretty cool stuff. We did check that out on a separate core before, but having, you know, that implemented into the NES core is pretty sweet. So we'll have to be taking a closer look at that in the future. I'm not sure if there's some new stuff with that, because the last time I played Famicom Disk System on MiSTer, the sound wasn't right, but everything else was playing very well. So hopefully there's some you know, tweaks to that. If not now, hopefully soon, but we'll take a look at that in the future. So we got Genesis with the cycle-accurate CPU, tweaks for the new CPU, more workarounds for games using EEPROM, SRAM, and JCART. NES, we got that Famicom Disk System support. You do need to load the original Famicom Disk System BIOS before you use, you know, FDS ROMs. I know I've showed that in a previous video, or at least I think I did. But we'll dive a little more deeper in Famicom Disk System in the very near future for you. More palettes, pretty cool for NES. Support for scalar coefficients, put them into the filters folders. I'm going to have to mess with that more. A lot of people have been hitting me up about these coefficient, you know, filters and all this stuff. So I'm going to have to peep that out. T65 is the most complete 6502 CPU and a bunch of fixes. Always a bunch of fixes going on out here. These are all very new additions to these cores. So Sega Master System, Sega Master System, we got Game Gear support, which is an experimental phase here, but still really cool. Sega Game Gear, your games have to be that .gg file extension, so keep that in mind. Game Boy, a bunch of fixes and support for the scalar coefficients. I'm going to have to check that out. I haven't checked out Game Boy yet. We'll have to do that pretty soon here, right? TurboGrafx 16. Okay, so there's an update for that as well. Support for scalar coefficients as well. Ever evolving, like I said. I mean, the time is now. A lot of cool stuff. So let's go ahead and get into the MiSTer. But like I said, check out Smoke Monster. Go to his YouTube channel. Always has a lot of cool news going on. Peep out that Retro RGB section with Smoke Monster's articles on this stuff. Really cool. So here we go. I've kind of tweaked around my SD card here, so I'm using a very famous pack here. But we're going to go ahead and go into console and go on down to Sega Master System, the newest core update, 2018, November 18th. So let's peep it out. Let that load up. There we go. We got the bootloader. Now let's go ahead and load a game. So Sega Master System.sms for the Sega Master System games. Load.gg for Game Gear games. So let's take a look at that. Got some Game Gear games here. Let's see. Castle of Illusion. Now you know what? Let's check out Sonic 2 real quick. I always like Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. I'm a big Game Gear fan, believe it or not. I'm super Game Gear fan. I love the Game Gear, and this is pretty sweet stuff. So Let's take a look. Sonic 2, pretty good game on the Game Gear. Can't really complain. Let's see what we got here. All right. So far, it's looking good and, you know, sounding all right. Let me tweak something here. There we go. All right. Let this refresh. Yeah, sounds are coming through pretty good. Can't complain. Let me see. A little bit of slowdown there. I don't know if that's normal to this game, but this is experimental. So I mean, we just gotta give it time. But it is cool to be able to play around with some of these. Oh, get that one up right. Yeah, so a little bit of slowdown. Nothing crazy with any graphics glitches or anything. But definitely, I'm hearing a little bit of music slowdown as well on occasion. Pretty cool. Ah, I knew it. Alright, let's load up another game. Let's go ahead and get out of that. An interesting one. Let's try a Ninja Gaiden. That was an interesting game on the Game Gear. And Mega Man as well. That one's, we might load that up next. Let's check out Ninja Gaiden. Gaiden. You guys tell me, what do you call it? Gaiden or Gaiden? Because I have no flippin' clue. Let's see. Sound is good. So far. Okay. This one was weird because when you get your special, your like secondary weapon, I think you had to press down and attack. Whereas like, you know, the NES ports of Ninja Gaiden, you held up. See if we could find a weapon and test out that assumption. So I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Yeah, I'm holding up, nothing. Yeah, you gotta hold down and attack. That's kind of something to get used to. Ah, and that one's just a... Yeah, that's a crap weapon. See if we can get to the boss at least, right? I'm not seeing anything glaring with this game. Sonic 2 wasn't bad, but I did notice a little bit of slowdown. But, you know, these little things are to be expected with an experimental core or addition to a core. I did see a little line flicker. At least I think I did. I'm maybe seeing things, but I think I noticed a quick little line flicker of horizontal pixels, and then a little jolt there. But so far, it's not acting extremely crazy, right? Let's see if we can beat this boss. Oh, this one, you gotta wait till he exposes himself. There we go. Pretty easy boss. Just takes too many damn hits, man. He's easy, but this is a boring fight, man. I don't think this is the best Ninja Gaiden game here. Come on, fool. Is this guy a caveman or something? Or he's like a Buddhist monk or something? I don't... What is this guy? Oh, come on, mofo. Oh my god. Don't you hate boss fights like this? They're just like... There's nothing interesting to them. They're just boring. Don't you hate that? Like... It's easy to kill them, but it just takes longer than it should. Oh, I was going to jump on his stomach, man. Stupid fool. Why did you try to take my sword? Ryu, you'll find your answer in Kobe Harbor. Is that where the Kobe beef is? Oh, snap. Yeah, full Kobe Harbor. So pretty damn interesting addition to these cores. This level looks kind of neat. We're getting a little flicker up there. Getting a little screen jolting. But like I said, this is just something a little early addition. Nothing to really, be like, what's going on here? It's an early thing. We're just, testing it out, seeing what the future holds. And I think that's pretty interesting stuff. So really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me, peeping out this MiSTer stuff. Let me know if you want to continue checking out some tests, with new cores or different options. I'll continue checking the stuff out as long as you guys want to see it, as long as there's some people who want to see it, right? We will be doing some tutorials on setting this stuff up. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up concerning this project, so stay tuned for that. Thank you. Smash that like button. Make sweet ass love to that notification bell. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. We cover a lot of things here, man. Right now we're covering a lot of MiSTer stuff because that's where my head is focused at the moment, but we still got, news and upcoming things going on. I try to stay up to date on news that matters to me. I don't cover everything, just stuff that matters to me that I find interesting. We have a lot of emulation stuff coming up, some projects, some arcade stick stuff, and a few other things to highlight as far as products go. So smash it, like it, subscribe. You know the drill. And I will catch y'all next time. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom. Boom. Yeah, that's it.